congratulations on winning the 2013 gold medal. It's the most prestigious honor. It's well deserved, so congratulations on that award.
Thank you.
So, no, I was telling you off stage that I met you when I was a student, and I was very impressed by your intensity. In the work, it showed in the work. And now, I think it's 20 years later, and I still feel like you're just as intense. How do you explain that?
I don't know. It's just me. The work still excites me. Architecture still works. I think, I mean, I'm talking to architects. Our work takes a huge amount of energy. In a way, you could say it's a summation of the what we give to it. And I don't know what to tell you after that. It's just normal. It's just how you work. And I work with this incredibly, always interesting, highly energetic, younger people that stimulate me. I see architecture as a dialogue. Morphosis came from that. And the dialogue is something that gives you a huge amount of energy.
Yeah.
And I think when you start losing that energy is probably the time you're going to stop making architecture.
Yeah, but your work certainly does not. It seems you have a long way to go.
Yeah, hopefully,
there's a lot
not.
more architecture in you. So when you started, you had a partner, Michael Rotundi.
Yep.
And then you separated.
Yep.
And yet you still work very collaboratively, as I understand it, knowing some of your
actually started with
associates.
a guy named Jim Stafford, and we formed the idea of Morphosis as a collective, and it came directly from Archigram. And I was the generation Oma, Kupima Blau, etc. And we were challenging the egocentricness of the author, that there was a collective work, and we would work under collective names. And Morphosis came from a very generic idea, the development of form, the process, and it was very connected to our ideas of the relationship of process and the work. And then Mike and I worked for 10 years, and that was up through 1990. That's already been a few years, close to 25 years, and had a really good run. And now I work with a leadership group that's forming again with 4 people. And the key is that it's a collective practice, and we understand it as that.
So it's always been collaborative in your mind?
Always.
And so
it's
now...
funny, I never, everything we do literally comes out of conversation. It comes out of dialogue. And, okay, I can enter and have my hands on, but the basic work comes out of a collection of thinking. And it includes, by the way, consultants. We sit down immediately with the structural and mechanical, and we include things that come out of performance as part of a creative process. And it's extremely important. It's getting more so in the last decade, where BIM, computer technology, the digital, where everything gets integrated very early, right? And in pre-concept, in the very beginning, you've integrated a huge amount of technical information within your first conceptual ideas. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean your work. Even though I think probably it took. I think you think that it took longer because you were doing a lot of paper projects in your maybe 30s and 40s, but it was always real, right? The work was never completely hypothetical. It was always real. It was always buildable, and you were always thinking about all these things, right?
Yeah. Well, I always wanted to be an architect in a kind of conventional way.
Right.
And we always drew and made abstract things, models and structures, and they were tangent somehow. They were both themselves and part of the process, but we also built things. I was 33, 32, and we built 2468 house, and we built it. And our first 6 projects, we constructed it. And it stayed with the practice. We're still, the museum we just finished in Dallas, we literally, we showed them how to make the concrete, we constructed it, it came out of our 3D mill, we worked with Gates, one of the largest concrete people in the country, and we developed that product. And it's a residual of the beginning of the firm that's still very much part of the firm that's now 80 people.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the large models, especially the physical models. It has that quality, right? You were in there making all of these things, right? And now you're literally are actually supporting the construction by having a shop and making details or exploring.
Yeah, but the models were a part of a making process, which is what architecture is.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, I mean, he used to make models like bigger than him, right?
Yeah.
There's one at the Cancer Center, I remember, you were smaller than the model. I don't know how you brought it to the client.
Yeah, he was from here in his first row.
Right, right. No, I was always so impressed.